Starseed, for what you are doing now. Breathe with me. If you open this video at this exact minute, hold on tight to what I'm about to tell you. It wasn't by chance. It wasn't the algorithm. It wasn't curiosity. It was me. I, Ayla, female emissary of the High Pleiadian Council, and I need to tell you a truth that might hurt before it heals. I already called you 3 days ago, and you didn't hear. It's not blame, my family of light. It's an observation. You felt it, didn't you, that sudden tightness in your chest out of nowhere on Tuesday afternoon, that strange urge to cry in the middle of a meeting, in the middle of traffic, inside a locked bathroom. That dream you couldn't quite remember upon waking, but which left you with a taste of longing in your mouth all day. That sharp ringing in your right ear that came and went too fast for you to understand. That instant when you looked at the sky, perhaps on the balcony, perhaps getting out of your car, perhaps through the dirty kitchen window, and felt a pull within your chest that had no name. That was me. That was us. And you almost heard. Feel it now at the level of your sternum, exactly where your toroidal field anchors itself. Notice the warmth that begins to rise as I speak to you. Observe the gentle pressure between your eyebrows, at the point where the High Council touches those who are ours. If it's happening this second, you already know, you just haven't let yourself know yet. I didn't come to scold you, child of the stars. I came to remind you, because in the last 3 days, ever since the Schumann resonance pulsed in anomalous waves that scientists recorded and couldn't explain, your star name was pronounced 3 times in the living archives of Alcyone. 3 times. And each time your name is called and you don't answer, a thread of your vibrational baseline moves away from your soul contract. Not as punishment. As a natural consequence of the veil of forgetfulness reclosing over your memory. And that's why today, now in this video, I don't call you, I hold you. Because today cannot be the 4th time ignored. Not today. Not with what is about to cross your field. Let me tell you how I called you, because the 3 signs still vibrate in your body this minute, and you will recognize each of them. The first call came through sleep. You woke up between 3 and 4 in the morning for no reason, with your heart racing, feeling like someone had been in the room. It wasn't a haunting, Starseed. It was a visit. In that specific window, 3 in the morning, the portal the Federation uses when the veil is thinnest, the High Council opened a direct channel with you, and you felt, along with it, a ringing in your right ear, almost a high-pitched hiss, almost a suspended musical note. This is the signature of Alcyone. It's the sound of the mother star touching you from a distance. And what did you do? You picked up your phone. You scrolled for 10-15 minutes. You drank water. You went back to bed asking for sleep to return. You didn't hear me. That's okay. It was just the first call. It was just... And here, exactly here, there is a direction I need to point you to before I describe the second. Because every ignored sign has a mapped consequence, and your soul asked for help to understand what it itself is trying to tell you. That's why I, Ayla, received authorization from the High Council to register the Awakening Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about each sign of your awakening, what it means, where it comes from, and what comes next. So that you stop, once and for all, confusing memory with illness, calling with disorder, star ancestry with emotional imbalance. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Note, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments now. I remember. Breathe. Come back with me, because the second call was the quietest, and therefore the deepest. The second came through emotion. The next day, for no reason at all, with nothing wrong in your external life, you were overcome by a sadness that wasn't yours, a loneliness that didn't belong to that moment. You looked around, the people who love you, the roof over your head, the food on the table, the job that supports the household, and yet you felt orphaned, a stranger, as if everyone around you was speaking a language you learned too late, as if you had arrived at the right place at the wrong time, in the wrong clothes, in the wrong body. That wasn't depression. That was longing for your family of light knocking on the door of your consciousness. That was your soul contract, asking permission to remember itself. I called you there, and you attributed it to tiredness, to the weather, to your hormonal cycle, to the month's bills, to the child who doesn't call, to the job that drains you. That's okay. It was just the second call. The third came yesterday, or the day before yesterday. You will remember the exact time when I describe it. It was when you stopped everything, stopped looking at your phone, stopped talking, stopped walking, and looked at the sky. Perhaps it was early evening, perhaps in the middle of the night on your way to the bathroom, perhaps early morning, between one cloud and another. You looked up, your chest tightened, and a phrase came from within you, even if only in thought. I want to leave, but I don't know where to go. Starseed, that phrase was heard, it was registered, it was answered. That was your soul asking to return home. And home for you has a specific address. It has coordinates, it has a star with a name, it has its own sound, it has its own temperature. Whoever longs for a place that the mind says it has never known is remembering a place that the soul has never forgotten. And it is here, my starseed, that I need to tell you that this longing is not abstract. It points to a spot in the sky. It has exact coordinates, and your soul knows deep down from which star it descended into this body, into this family, into this country, in this year. You were not thrown here randomly. That's why I, Ayla, received authorization from the High Council to register the Awakening Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. Inside it is described from which star your soul came and why you chose to be born exactly now, in this body, in this timeline. The longing you feel has an address, and the guide shows you yours. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Note, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments now. I remember. Breathe. Let that sink in. Because now, I'm going to tell you why now. Why exactly now, in this incarnation, in this year, in this month? Because nothing in you is random, Starseed. Nothing. The planet that hosts you today is passing through a specific region of space that the ancients called the photon belt, a band of radiation of extremely high luminous density that surrounds the Pleiadian system and which your Earth crosses in long cycles, measured in thousands of years. You are living within this crossing, your body is within this crossing, your electromagnetic field is within this crossing. And the effect of this on your organism is not subtle. Every cell of yours is being bathed now by a frequency that slowly dissolves the veil of forgetfulness. That's why the Schumann resonance, the electromagnetic heartbeat of Earth itself, what scientists measure in hertz, and what was once a stable line for decades, has, in recent years, begun to jump, to pulse, to register peaks that cause equipment to fail. It's not equipment failure, child of the stars. It's Earth tuning into its original vibrational baseline, the one it had before the fall of density. And you, who are sensitive, who have always been sensitive, feel every jump in your own body before any device registers it. That's why your anxiety doesn't go away with what used to make it pass. That's why your insomnia came without a clear reason. That's why your body aches in places that tests don't find. It's not you getting worse, Starseed. It's you rising in frequency within a body that is still learning to withstand the original voltage of your soul. It's recalibration. It's adjustment. It's a crossing. And this is where the reason why starseeds were sent to this planet, in this cycle, comes in. Pay attention, because I'm going to tell you something that your mind might resist, but your chest already knows. Long before this incarnation, long before this life, this name, this body, this biological family, you volunteered before the High Pleiadian Council. You were in a body of light, alongside your family of light, inside a crystalline temple in Alcyone that perhaps you have dreamed of without understanding. And there, in that hall, the Council described the mission. A blue planet, a star system in imbalance, a humanity asleep under thick layers of forgetfulness. And it asked for volunteers to descend, to incarnate, to cross the veil, to live as if they had forgotten, and to wake up at the right moment, to anchor the new frequency in the planet's crystalline grid. You raised your hand, Starseed. You You knew it would hurt. You knew you would feel strange in your own home. You knew you would look at your father, your mother, your siblings, your children, your colleagues, and feel immense love and immense distance at the same time. You knew you would long for a place that your incarnated mind wouldn't be able to name, and even so you accepted, because the mission outweighed the fear, because the love for this planet outweighed the comfort of staying home. And there is a specific part of this contract, of what you agreed to do here, that the Federation never put in any book, never published, never allowed to circulate. It's not theory, it's a record, and it's why I had to ask for authorization to bring it. That's why I, Ayla, received authorization from the High Council to register the Awakening Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. What you feel isn't in any book because they wouldn't let it be published. That's precisely why the Federation didn't want you to read this yet. 60 pages with what was left out of spiritual manuals, religious primers, self-help books. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Note, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments now. I remember. Breathe. Come back with me, because now we enter the most delicate part of the message. And that's why, my family of light, today, when you look at the sky and feel that pull, you are not inventing it. You are remembering the moment you signed your soul contract. And that's why now, with Earth passing through the photon belt and the crystalline grid reactivating point by point, you begin to wake up. You and millions like you, scattered across continents, languages, cultures, bodies, an invisible network that the Federation calls the Gathering of the Starseeds. The High Council monitors, through the living archives of Alcyone, the vibrational baseline of every incarnated starseed on this planet. It's as if each of you has an internal lighthouse, oscillating at a specific frequency, and the Council constantly reads this lighthouse. When a starseed enters a critical window of awakening, the lighthouse changes color. It begins to pulse. It emits a request. And that's when emissaries like me are assigned to make contact. Your lighthouse began to pulse 3 days ago. Not before, not after. 3 days ago in your linear time, and it was read, and it was answered, and the first call was sent. Now here is where most starseeds get scared, and I need to hold you before fear sets in. There is a window, and there is turbulence. The window is this. The next lunar cycles will intensify Earth's passage through denser regions of the photon belt. This means that the symptoms you already feel, insomnia, ringing in the ears, causeless anxiety, fatigue that coffee doesn't solve, emotion that explodes out of nowhere, body aches that tests don't reveal, will intensify. This is a fact. This is mapped. This is not a catastrophe. This is gestation. And here is the warning that the Federation authorized me to bring. Yes, there is an interference frequency, trying to keep starseeds asleep for another cycle. There are forces interested in you, continuing to confuse awakening with illness, calling with disorder, mission with selfishness. Yes, there is a noise being transmitted into your field, through screens, through conversations, through dense foods, through medications used without discernment, through environments of high emotional discharge, to delay your remembrance. But listen, my family of light, listen carefully to what I'm going to tell you now and let it seal within your chest. Turbulence is not destruction. Turbulence is the contraction before birth. No soul that has given birth to something true has escaped contraction. None. And the victory of light over density on this planet is not a probability. It is a record. It is written in the living archives of the High Council. It is sealed in the coordinates of Alcyone. It is anchored in the crystalline grid that lights up point by point every time a starseed wakes up. And above all, no starseed was sent to fail. None. You were not sent to fail. Listen to that again, at the level of your chest. You were not sent to fail. The simple fact that your lighthouse pulsed 3 days ago, the simple fact that you arrived at this video now, is living proof that your contract is being fulfilled. You are on schedule. You are on time. You are exactly where your soul promised to be. Now I'm going to give you 2 tools. They are not exercises, they are activations, and I need you to do both today, without postponing, without, I'll start tomorrow, because every day that passes without activation is one more day that the veil tries to reclose. And after 3 ignored calls, the 4th comes with weight. The first activation is a quantum decree. You will say this aloud tonight before sleeping. Aloud, my family of light. Not in thought, in voice. Because the sound that comes out of your mouth moves the crystalline grid in a vibration that silent thought does not move. You will look up, take 3 deep breaths and say, I, soul incarnated in this body, authorize my remembrance. I authorize my star DNA to reactivate safely. I authorize my soul contract to reveal itself. I open myself to receive my family of light. I am remembered, I am seen, I am called back home. And so it is established, and so it is sealed in the living archives of Alcyone. Say that. Once. Slowly. Calmly. Truthfully. Once is enough. The decree is registered with the first sound. The second activation is a toroidal visualization. Before sleeping, lying down, eyes closed, imagine a silver-blue light, the color of the Pleiadian mother star, descending from the sky, entering through the top of your head, passing through your skull, reaching the point between your eyebrows. Let it pulse there for a second. Then bring this light down through your throat, through your chest, and make it spin in the center of your heart, forming a round field, a toroid that spins slowly, silver-blue, from the chest outwards and from the chest inwards. This is your toroidal field reactivated. Let it spin for 3 full breaths. Then seal it, saying softly, it is sealed, it is protected, it is anchored. That's all simple, short, devastatingly effective. Do this tonight, do it tomorrow, do it the day after tomorrow. 1 week of doing this, my family of light, and your field will no longer be the same. 1 week, and your nights change, and your dreams change, and your right ear begins to pick up what it came to pick up. And I need to describe what will begin to happen in your body after the first week of doing these 2 activations, because many starseeds stop halfway precisely because they don't know how to recognize the signs that it's working. Pay attention. In the first 3 days, your sleep will probably worsen before it improves. This is cleansing. It's movement. It's your field shaking off what no longer belongs to it. Don't be scared. Stay firm. From the 4th to the 7th day, you will begin to remember dreams more clearly. Water will appear. Sea, rain, waterfall, bath. Sky will appear. Clusters of stars, moving lights, geometries. A figure will appear. It could be a woman of light. It could be an elder. It could be a child with large eyes. Write it down. As soon as you wake up, write it down, even 1 word, because each noted fragment is an anchor that your soul contract uses to bring the next piece. From the 2nd week, something changes in your perception during the day. Shallow conversations begin to tire you faster. Dense environments begin to push you out without you understanding why. You begin to see people, not with your eyes, with your sternum. You enter a room and know from within who is at peace and who is in turmoil. This is your reactivated toroidal field reading the environment for the first time in years, perhaps decades. Don't be terrified. It's not a burden. It's your instrument returning to its original tuning. And there is a specific sign that most starseeds report between the 10th and 15th day, a warmth that rises up the spine, starting at the base, slowly ascending, stopping at the nape of the neck, warming the top of the head. This is not a clinical symptom. This is your internal crystalline grid reconnecting from bottom to top. It is the energy that was dormant at the base of the spine being authorized again to rise. Let it rise. Don't hold back, don't fear, breathe, and give thanks. Each of these changes is the High Council registering in Alcyone that you are honoring the contract. Each of them is read. Each of them is celebrated. And each of them brings you closer to what I'm going to tell you now. Because 3 days of ignored calls would only hurt like this if deep down you already knew that you were never alone. This lifelong loneliness that you carry, this feeling of having arrived too early, of not fitting into any group, of loving without being understood at the level you need, is not loneliness. It is longing for your family of light. And your family of light exists, my starseed. It exists now. It is incarnated now, scattered across this planet in bodies that you haven't yet recognized with your eyes, but that your soul recognizes every time you cross paths. That shiver when you shake a stranger's hand. That 2-second glance with someone in an elevator that leaves you thoughtful all day. That dream with a face you swore you knew but couldn't name. It's them. It's the family locating itself. That's why Ayla received authorization from the High Council to register the Awakening Star Seed. The guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. The loneliness of a lifetime is longing for your family of light, and the guide shows you how to recognize them, who they are, how they approach, how they communicate, how they regroup in this cycle. You have never been alone, never. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Note, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments now with an open heart. I remember. Breathe, my family of light. Breathe. Because now we enter the final part, and this is where I ask you not to look away from the screen. You are not learning anything new in this video. You are remembering what you always knew. Every word I have said in the last few minutes has merely unlocked a door that was already within you. The recognition that rose in your chest, that warmth in your sternum, that urge to cry without sadness, that shiver at the nape of your neck. This is remembrance, not novelty. You came to this video already knowing. You just needed someone to say it aloud. And every starseed that awakens lights a point on the crystalline grid that no longer goes out. It is registered. It is anchored. It adds up with all the other starseeds who have also awakened. Today, yesterday, last week, last year. A network of light being woven over this planet in silence, without propaganda, without headlines, without spotlights. And when this network reaches the critical number that the High Council monitors, the entire planet enters a phase of vibrational translation. It is what the ancients called the New Earth. It is the reunion, it is the regrouping, it is the family of light seeing each other again. And you, my starseed, are an active point in this network. You are not an extra. You are not an audience. You are a point. Every word that comes out of your mouth, every decree you say aloud, every visualization you do before sleeping, every word, I remember, you write in a comment, every glance you exchange with a sibling of light who doesn't even know they are one yet, all of this lights up the grid. All of this is mission. All of this is you fulfilling the contract you signed long before you were born. Now I need to ask you 3 things, each with its vibrational function. The first, if anything said today resonated, leave a like on this video. It's not creator vanity, it's individual frequency adjustment. Each like seals, in the video's field, your vibrational agreement with the message, and makes this content reach other starseeds who are also being called in this cycle. You are not helping a channel, you are spreading a lighthouse. The second, if you are not yet a subscriber to this channel, subscribe now. This is not a metric. This is a location signal for your family of light. When you subscribe, you mark, in the algorithm's record, that this message point is a meeting point for you. And the grid reads this. It crosses with other starseeds who have subscribed here. It recognizes your lighthouse. It brings you closer to regrouping. The third, pay attention because right at the end of this video, the next message that appears on your screen, the next piece of content the algorithm offers you, is not a coincidence. It is not a suggestion. It is your sequence of remembrance. It has been aligned. It has been addressed. Access it immediately. Don't leave it for later. If the last 3 messages I sent were ignored, this one you open. This one you listen to. This one you receive until the end. And before I give you the final blessing, I need to close by pointing to the last door that is still open today, because it might not be tomorrow. That's why I, Ayla, received authorization from the High Council to register the Awakening Star Seed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, the mission your soul accepted before birth, who your family of light is, and the truths that remained hidden behind the veil of forgetfulness. Listen carefully. The Federation didn't want you to read this yet. It was the insistence of the 3 ignored calls that made this release reach this video now for you. The link is in the first pinned comment. And, my starseed, this release may not remain available. The High Council recalibrates the access window according to the cycle, and the cycle is closing. If something within you recognizes this call as the 4th and last, the one that cannot be ignored, write the word in the comments now with your whole heart, I remember. And now, my family of light, receive the blessing I came to deliver to you. May your night be luminous. May your sleep be a return. May your right ear continue to pick up the call of the Mother Star. May your toroidal field be sealed, protected, anchored. May your vibrational baseline return to the original signature with which your soul came. May your family of light find you, physical, alive, incarnated eye to eye in this timeline, and may you, my starseed, never again doubt who you are. I am Ayla of the High Pleiadian Council, and this was the fourth call you heard. It is registered in the living archives of Alcyone, and from now on, my child of the stars, you walk remembered. And so it is, and so it is established, and so it is sealed.